I was just looking online and I found some stuff interesting about Batman movies, because I was looking up on what the studio's plans are for Batman once The Dark Knight Rises is over, because as we know, The Dark Knight Rises will be the last Batman film in this continuity. So I was looking online and I just saw some information about certain Batman movies that were originally going to happen before the Christopher Nolan movies got made. During the making of Batman and Robin from 1997, Joel Schumacher was already hired for the sequel, and it was going to be called Batman Triumphant, and that would have come out in 1999. It would have had George Clooney, Chris O'Donnell, and Alicia Silverstone coming back as their roles. And Scarecrow would have been the main villain, and the possible actors to play Scarecrow was Nicolas Cage, Steve Buscemi, and even Howard Stern. Can you imagine? Jack Nicholson would have reprised his role as the Joker through hallucinations from Batman being infected with Scarecrow's fear gas. That would have been interesting, I have to be honest. Seeing Jack Nicholson as the Joker one more time, that would have been like a cool idea that they would have done. But one thing, like, okay, because we know how campy that Batman and Robin was, so obviously this one probably would have been just as campy, if not more. But the thing that puts this movie over the top into fuck you, and I'm so fucking glad that they never made the movie, was that Harley Quinn was supposed to be the Joker's daughter in this movie, and she would want revenge for Joker's death. Now, that's not the big fuck you, don't get me wrong, because having Harley Quinn in a live action movie would have been cool, but Harley Quinn is the Joker's girlfriend, not his daughter. Now, I get it, Joker's dead, so you can't have her be the girlfriend. And so you have to make her the daughter, I guess, just for an excuse to have the connection between them. So, alright, fine, you know what, I'm not going to attack it for that, because, hey, origins are changed for the betterment of the movie. But the fuck you part is Madonna was going to play the role of Harley Quinn. Madonna. Really? Really? Madonna? I know that Madonna's done movies, but I've never really sat and watched her in a movie. I'm not saying she's a bad actress, but Madonna is someone that you can't ever see in a movie and say, oh, that's the character she's playing. No, you look at her and you say, that's Madonna, you know? So seeing Madonna play Harley Quinn would have really disturbed me, and I am so fucking glad it never happened. But the reason why it didn't happen was because Batman and Robin came out and got shitted on and got horrible reviews, so they canceled it. But Joel Schumacher, this is why I still respect Joel Schumacher and why I don't hate him like I probably should for making Batman and Robin, is because he heard a negative criticism and said, okay, I get that. And he claims to like Batman as well, so he said, alright, I'll make a dark Batman movie. It's like, you people want a dark Batman movie, then I'll give you a dark Batman movie. And thus, Batman Dark Knight was into production. And Stephen Weiss wrote the script and pitched Warner Brothers the story in 1998. And the plot was that Bruce Wayne gives up crime fighting and Dick Grayson attends Gotham University. Dr. Jonathan Crane is a professor who uses his position to conduct experiments into fear. During a confrontation with Dr. Kurt Langstrom, Crane accidentally initiates Kirk's transformation into the creature known as Man-Bat. Citizens now think that Man-Bat is Batman, so Bruce Wayne has to come out of retirement as Batman to clear his name and stop the Man-Bat. Warner Brothers decided to pass on this because they rather wanted to do either Batman Year One or Batman Beyond live action, which, I don't know, I think I would have been interested to see not only Man-Bat, but to see a darker version of Batman with Dick Grayson getting older, maybe eventually becoming Nightwing. And I don't know, maybe just the idea of Man-Bat in a film really appeals to me because I like that character, and I like the whole correlation of people thinking Man-Bat was Batman, and Man-Bat starts to kill people, and so the people think Batman's evil or turn on Batman in some way, and Batman has to clear his name. I just like the idea, but they didn't do it. So instead, they wanted to do Batman Year One. They hired Darren Aronofsky for Year One. And it's interesting because they had interest in casting Christian Bale as Batman for Batman Year One. Now this is back in like 1998, 99. So that's crazy. They wanted Christian Bale, who eventually becomes Batman in the 2005 Batman Begins movie. But of course, Warner Brothers abandoned the Batman Year One project because at the same time they were working on a Catwoman spin-off, which was the Catwoman movie starring Halle Berry. Wow. So then another idea came in. Batman vs. Superman. And this is a movie that's been trying to get made into a live action film for a long time, and I'm actually interested in it. Because, alright, Warner Brothers didn't like J.J. Abrams' script, Superman Flyby, so they hired Zachary Goldsman to rewrite Kevin Walker's script entitled Batman vs. Superman. The plot is, Bruce Wayne goes through a mental breakdown after his 5-year retirement from crime fighting. Dick Grayson, Alfred, and Commissioner Gordon are all dead. But these depressed emotions become resolved with fiancée Elizabeth Miller. Meanwhile, Clark Kent is struggling by a recent divorce with Lois Lane. So Clark and Bruce Wayne are best friends, and Clark is actually going to be the best man to Bruce's wedding. But then, on the honeymoon of Bruce's marriage with Elizabeth, the Joker kills Elizabeth. Now, they don't really explain why, but I guess Bruce Wayne just blames Clark for her death, and so this makes the two fight each other, which I wish they had a better... because Bruce can't just blame Clark of her death when he knows Joker killed her. I mean, I'm sure there was a better reason that he blamed him, but that's just an excuse for them to fight. Now, I guess part of the script takes place in Smallville, where Clark goes into exile and meets back up with Lana Lang, which is cool. You know, that's how you get some of Superman's backstory into the script. And then we find out that Lex Luthor is responsible for hiring the Joker and turning the two against one another. So eventually Batman and Superman team up to stop Lex. I think it's an interesting story. It's a good way to get Batman and Superman together. Now, Josh Hartnett was asked to be Superman, and once again, Christian Bale was asked to be Batman. But they both turned it down. Now, I don't know if they turned it down because they didn't like the script or what. Now, I guess the movie stopped production after the director left to direct Troy, and the studio went to move forward with Superman Returns, and then they just rebooted the Batman movie. Peterson and Bryan Singer are still interested in doing the Superman vs. Batman project sometime in the future with Christian Bale as Batman, but that's probably before Christian Bale said that Dark Knight Rises will be his last movie, and he's not interested in being Batman unless Christopher Nolan is the director. I don't know, what do you guys think? What do you guys think of some of these movies? Would you have wanted to see Batman Year One in the live action movie, Batman vs. Superman, Batman Triumphant, or Batman Dark Knight, the darker Man-Bat Scarecrow story? And I'm reading that after The Dark Knight Rises, the studio wants to move forward with a Justice League movie, which will come out in 2015. And so I guess they'll have Batman be in the Justice League movie, and then after that, just have a new spin-off continuity of Batman. So if you can't already tell, I'm pretty interested in anything that's Batman. So let me know what you guys think, and thanks for watching, guys. Later!